This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Homemade Suit Spider-Man from the Homecoming film. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Mezco box, with a Spider-Man Homecoming emblem at the center, and the Mezco Direct exclusive sticker on the top right. Turning the box around, we can see some really cool artwork of the homemade suit Spider-Man. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Spider-Man out of the box. And man, I am so excited to have this figure in my collection because the Homecoming film is my favorite Spider-Man movie, and I absolutely dug this look in that movie. It really reminded me of one of my favorite designs, the Scarlet Spider, and I just thought it was so freaking cool, and I am so stoked that Mezco has finally given us this piece. He's so incredibly well done that I cannot wait to check him out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Spider-Man does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 2 interchangeable head sculpts, 7 interchangeable hands, 3 web effect pieces, and a magnetic clip. And lastly, he also comes with a circular base stand with the homemade suit spider logo printed atop. He also comes with a clear articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with a clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at the homemade suit Spider-Man. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the homemade suit Spider-Man. Now I'm really excited for this figure. I've expressed many times I'm not a super huge Spider-Man fan, but I'll admit the Homecoming Spider-Man movie is the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen, especially at least in live action form, you know. I absolutely love that movie, and it's really cool getting this version, this homemade suit in Mezco form, which is pretty cool because it's kind of like an homage to the Scarlet Spider, which I freaking love, and with the hoodie and whatnot, and I dig that a ton. So this is a really, really cool figure, and I think the pure aesthetics of Mezco fit this design of the character perfectly. You know, with the soft goods and whatnot, like his sweatpants and his hoodie, kind of vest and whatnot, all just look very natural with this entire figure right here. I do like that a ton. I have noticed this figure tracks dust like a monster. I think it's because of the soft goods used here, but it's really, really nice. Even like the red right here, this is all socks, like actual fabric and whatnot. I just think it looks really, really cool. I love this design so much. We got the little faded, more Spider-Man logo that Peter Parker kind of designed and whatnot. I think it turned out great. Everything about this looks really, really nice in my opinion. Just I absolutely fell in love with this Spider-Man movie, and so whenever these figures are going to be coming out, I'm probably going to oogle all over them because they're just so cool to me. They're really making me a big fan of the Spider-Man franchise, and I think this is a good rendition of this figure. So everything looks really nice. I love the interchangeable parts that we get here. So we do get some interchangeable hands. So we do get a pair of closed-fisted hands. Those are the ones that come packaged in the box. We do get some open palm hands like that. I like the open palm hands especially because you can really see like the little trigger that he has in his palm right there to shoot his webs and whatnot. So the sculpting and the paint in those is just really, really nice. We also do get his web swinging hands, just like Sora's web shooting hands, excuse me, with the little rock on sign and whatnot. Those look great. Gotta have those for a Spider-Man figure. And then we do get one gripping hand that we do get for his right side and whatnot. And they do switch out pretty easily, you know, just under standard Mezco pegs. I love Mezco interchangeability because the hands tend to be more of a soft goods or softer pliable plastic, which adhere to the peg a lot better. And I think those work out great. So very, very nice. We also do get some interchangeable heads, so we do get the standard masked head like so. I think that looks really, really nice. I think the red came out really clean, nice and vibrant. The details on the goggles and the paint and whatnot all look really, really good. But I absolutely love this head, which is the unmasked Peter Parker head. I think they did an amazing job because I think this is probably the best likeness that we've ever seen based on an actor in the Mezco line. I think that looks just like him. If Mezco can really start doing more stuff like that, especially for their more movie-based figures, I think they'll be set, man, because that's one of the things that's kind of been holding them back a little bit. Their face sculpt's been a little soft, especially when it comes to based on real people and whatnot. So the heads do interchange. They are on pegs at the neck like so, and you can just take it in, put it in like that, and that just works out great. I mean, they just did a killer job with that piece there. I mean, yeah, man, this is one of the reasons why I love Mezco, man. They're doing good things over there, and I know they falter sometimes here and there, but they always come back and show why they're just one of the best in the game right now. So I think that worked out very, very nice. So we do got some web effect pieces. We got a standard little web effect right here, and I love these because they're done with like this pearlescent white. Just looks really, really nice. We got this one right here, which is more like on a bendy wire. This is more for him to grip with that gripping hand. This is for like his web swinging and whatnot. I like that one a ton. Then we get this one right here with the more flared out webbing like that. I think it looks nice. So how these kind of work, pretty simple. You could take off the hand like so, and there is like a little slit right here where the web shooter is, and this kind of just fits in like so, right there. And then we kind of just peg the hand back on like here. And there you go, and boom, that's how he looks like he's shooting his webs. And I love the way Mezco does that. I think that's really smart how they designed that. Works out very, very nice, and I dig that a ton. So take that off, put this back on. We also do get this awesome little clip right here that's magnetized. This is for wall crawling and whatnot. If you want to put it on some type of metal base, so it can look like it's wall crawling, like your refrigerator or whatever you want to do with it. Now, I think it's really cool. This has come with, I think, all the Spider-Man figures so far, so I really do like that. And then we do get the standard articulated arm and the stand, again, with that faded Spider logo like that. I think it's really, really cool. I dig that. I'm glad it just doesn't say, you know, Spider-Man Homecoming. It has the actual, like, makeshift logo that Peter Parker created, so that's very, very cool. All right, so with all that stuff out the way, I want to take a look at the articulation now. So that's kind of what Spider-Man's known for. So let's see how it works for this guy. So his head and the neck are on a ball joint. So we get a lot of good motion in there. Lots and lots of motion. Does turn left and right. Looks up pretty far. Wish it could go up a little more, but that's still pretty good. Oops. Go down quite a bit without popping off the peg. So down about that far, which was pretty nice. Do lots of head pivot like so. I think that works out great. Arms can go all the way up and down, out, rotation at the bicep. We got double jointed elbows, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We got rotation at the waist, pivot, crunches back and forth. Pretty decent. I wish it could be a little more because there is a double ball peg in here that goes into the upper chest, but the upper chest doesn't move a whole lot. It's mostly in the waist down here. So I kind of wish you could do a little more to get more of an ab crunch for those more like dynamic, excuse me, for more of those dynamic Spider-Man poses and whatnot, you know, but still okay for what it is. We got hip joints that kick forward that much, back about that far. Splits, very, very nice, not hindered by the material of soft goods at all. Rotation in the upper thigh. We got double jointed knees. We got rotation at the ankle. Ankles go up and down. And a pretty good ankle rocker. That's actually really, really nice. So overall, I think this is a really dope figure. I'm probably going to be a little biased. This is my favorite Spider-Man figure in the line so far. And I said it's probably because I freaking love the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. That was such a good movie. I would love for them to do a Vulture with Michael Keaton Vulture would be insane in this line. Holy crap. But this guy's badass, kind of like I said, an homage to my favorite Scarlet Spider character and whatnot. I even love that you could do like the hood up like that over the head, which I think looks pretty rad and whatnot. So I think this is a really cool figure, and I think he is definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Mezco comparison, here he is standing next to two other Spider-Man figures from the 112 line. And just for fun, here he is standing next to a little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Mezco 112 Collective Homemade Suit Spider-Man. Now overall, I think this is a really freaking cool figure from Mezco. I absolutely love this suit. And I might be a little biased because I freaking love that movie, but this is such a cool look in my opinion. It really reminds me of that Scarlet Spider. I think the style of this particular design fits the Mezco style just perfectly. The soft goods are very well done. I love his accessories and interchangeable parts, and I really love that unmasked head. It's one of the best that Mezco has ever given us, and in my opinion, this might be my favorite Spider-Man to date in this entire line. But again, that might be me being biased. Overall, he's still a really rad piece, and I think he is definitely a must get. So I give this figure a rating of 4 Bat Bombs out of 5. And if you're on Facebook, head over to my group, the Mezco 112 Collective Collectors, for all kinds of Mezco goodness. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.